How's your love life been?
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know how many chicks would want to sleep with a homeless dude.
Right? I mean, they exist. You see them, but I don't know how guys pull it off. Like, hey, baby, I sleep in a shelter with 80 other guys.
Hey, baby, I'm playing Bastion.
Oh, right.
We're playing Bastion.
It's the first time you've mentioned the game this whole time.
We've been getting really bad at that.
Right?
Really bad at that.
Talking about poop and fucking and feeding fat chicks. Unfortunately, I don't have too many stories from the shelter, but one of my favorites was, so they have like a list of rules, and if you break certain rules, like they'll kick you out and they'll like ban you for like a period of time, so you can't stay at the shelter. The one rule I saw somebody break really bad was there was a guy beating off into a trash can.
That's the most cleanly way to do it. How else would you do it in a fucking homeless shelter?
Yeah, he could have been doing it on the floor. That would have been much worse.
I mean, that's how they do it in the Marines, right? It's just boot camp.
Yeah,
it's
off.
15 different guys beating off into the garbage can, and whoever finishes last has to eat the garbage. It makes me wonder, did the semen actually make the garbage more palatable?
Yeah, it's called Limp Wastebasket.
Limp Wastebasket?
I thought you were making reference to the game Limp Biscuit.
It's so many different I've heard it always called soggy waffle.
Soggy waffle, huh?
Yeah. That's apparently something the baseball
Maybe that's
team
a
in my high
Western
school.
thing.
Yeah, right. In Ohio, we don't have waffles over here. We have biscuits.
I can't remember where I heard it first, but it's terrible. It probably was Ohio.
What I don't get about that game is it punishes people that come last, and that's quite the opposite of what you would want in a man, right? Am I wrong here?
No, you're absolutely right. It teaches you to come as fast as possible,
Yeah.
and around a bunch of guys.
That's true. Wow, that's really fucking gay.
In a circle of dudes. Not necessarily gay, but certainly not
Only
straight.
if the heads touch.
As I told my friend once, much to his dissatisfaction, was growing up as a child in the 90s, if there was 2 or 3 guys and only one VCR, you just got to find a certain area of the room where you can't make eye contact.
90s kids problems. Remember the 90s?
Remember beating off in a room with other teenagers?
Kids these days just don't know. Remember Pokemon? Remember masturbating with your friends, but no one would say anything, and you would just hear nothing but grunts and groans as a woman got penetrated on a TV in front of you? I remember.
Remember finding soggy pornography in the woods?
I don't.
And beating off to it in front of a squirrel?
I remember.
Wait, are you making fun of me?
No, Speaking of weird masturbatory experiences,
Oh, right, I recently watched Last King of Scotland. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, right, isn't that where he asked him to masturbate in front of him to make sure that he was virile or something?
Something like that.
It was fucking weird, but anyway. One of the first times I remember masturbating was, it makes me really wonder if my brother's at least a little bit gay, because he's the one who, for some reason, he's the one who taught me to masturbate.
No, that's an older brother.
Okay, so yeah, that's a little gay. But what was really gay was that we were at, speaking of the gay uncle's house, and he had Showtime.
Yes.
So
not Skinamax.
I think it was Showtime.
So
still works.
He and all my parents and I think my sister leave the house. It's left just with me and my brother.
It's just the two of us.
Yes, the two of us. We can jack it if we try. Just the two of us. No, that's gay. So he looks. He just cast me a furtive glance. No, a fire in his eyes. And he's like, "We're alone." I'm like, "Yeah,
sure.
We can masturbate." I'm like,
the world is our oyster. The
world is our oyster. Let's fuck it in the pearl. So he flips on the TV, and to give you we were in the guest bedroom. So to give a layout of the room, there was a bed, and perpendicular to it was the TV. It was in a closet to the right of it. If you're laying down on the bed, facing it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So there was a little bit of room on either side of the bed. He flips on the TV and finds some sort of porn parody of Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think.
Nice.
It's like Robin Hood Women in Tights or something.
Probably. Some softcore pornography with silly name.
Yeah, Robin Good or something. Anyways, he flips it on and he just whips his dick out like that's completely normal. And I didn't know that it wasn't because I was, I think, like 11 or 12. So I was like, oh, well, he's the bigger brother. He knows what's right. I guess that's not totally gay or something. Let me unzip my pants and follow suit. That way I will not be chastised for moving outside the realm of the horde or whatever. So we both have our dicks out. And it's like we're in fucking Sunday school. Because we're both kneeling by the bed.
Like you're in prayer.
Yeah, like we're in prayer and we're staring at the Robin Hood porn parody masturbating. I didn't bring it to orgasm because
completion.
I was too
really
weirded out by the experience, but yeah, it was just both of our dicks touching the sheets, just one of my weirder experiences. But I fucking keep bogarting the conversation. You were talking originally about
Last King of Scotland?
No, you were talking originally about a guy masturbating into a trash can.
Oh, right.
Bringing it on back.
Yeah, to bring it
This is going to be our most foul episode, I think. It's been nothing but diarrhea and masturbation.
Right, this is our bluest episode yet. Yeah, so I look over and this guy's like in the bathroom hallway. Like there's a hallway that led into the bathroom from like all the beds. And he's just fucking jerking off into a trash can. Just flogging the dog. And this other guy is there who's both watching him and then like also trying to keep watch. Like to look out and
So there's a guy he had spectators then.
Yeah, he had a spectator.
Doesn't that make it okay then?
So this other dude like walks around the corner, like comes from the angle that the guy can't see. He comes around the corner and sees him jerking off, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't be jerking off here and like out in the open like that." It just starts yelling, and the guy who was masturbating like gets into his face. He's like, "Are you gonna do something about it, huh? Hit me!" While
hit me in the
like,
dick. Hit me in the dick. Shove a finger up my butthole.
Well, he said, "Punch me in the face." Like,
I guess that's how he gets off.
Right? That was what I guessed. Like, hand still on his dick. Like, punch me in the face. And
not in the dick. That's where I makes my living.
So the people running the place like storm in and like break up the fight.
His dick's still out the whole time. Nobody really wanted to get near him for the fear that they might get cummed on.
So the guy masturbating was banned for life.
For life? I feel like they're a little harsh. Isn't that what?
I thought it was a little harsh myself.
Homeless people do a lot of crazy shit. I feel like as long as he's technically not hurting anybody,
right?
That's a pretty harmless offense. I feel
Yeah.
You're not hurting anybody. You're just flogging the dog in a trash can.
Right. You brought up a point I hadn't thought about before. Like, the trash can is the most sanitary place you could have been doing
Right?
it.
I mean, it's
No one's gonna
immediately
reach into there.
disposed.
Right?
You're cutting out
not
the
an
middleman. You're saving the environment by not having to use any toilet paper. How many
Right.
trees would be saved if we all masturbated into trash cans like this pioneer?
I'd save money on socks.
You still jack off into socks?
No, I was kidding.
Ah. They obviously have masturbation policies in place in
It's no
this
masturbating.
shelter. They've seen it before. So,
Yeah, they scolded me for just lying around in my underwear.
really?
Yeah, because they said women work there, and it's I mean, it's the Salvation Army, so
Are you sure it's just like you were the only person that got chastised?
I think so. Because I
We can see everybody else naked, but sir, please cover up.
right. Consider the people around you, for the love of God.
Consider God and human decency. My goodness.
Right.
So, but what was the masturbation policy then? Was it what did they?
No masturbating.
No masturbating.
None.
I guess it is Salvation Army, so it's Christian.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No masturbating, and then the guy who was the lookout got banned for a week
For
watching
spectating,
and
banned for life.
No, for a week.
Okay.
The guy masturbating got banned for life.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
the guy watching just got banned for a week.
I love
which I
how
thought
they.
was kind of funny.
I'm sure that this has happened so many times that they just referred to a handbook for the masturbation ban times.
You're absolutely right. They had to look it up.
they actually had regulations in place just for such an
Yep.
occasion.
He's like,
Now you
this
see,
is a new one. I
it
gotta look.
wouldn't have been a lifetime ban if it wasn't a trash can. There's a technicality where if you masturbate into a toilet, it's really only about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, see, I used to be confused when I'd see like homeless people jerking off at the bus stop. After spending nearly a year homeless, I finally get it.
Because they can't
Sometimes you just get
masturbate
bored,
anywhere else, right?
right? You get tired of Starbucks bathrooms.
You need a little bit of fresh air when you stroke your meat,
Right?
You know? When you're beating the clown.
And you're already considered like the bane of society. Like,
yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound at that point.
right? What the fuck do you
Sure,
care?
they send you in jail, but you get free hot meals and you can masturbate in the cells there.
Right? So I totally get it now. I wouldn't do it myself.
Where did you masturbate?
I told you, Starbucks bathrooms.
No, you dropped that as like a side kind of thing. You didn't say specifically yourself.
Oh, yes. I said that because that's what I did.
And people wonder why Starbucks doesn't want guys coming in that don't buy coffees.
Hey, no. Anytime I went to a Starbucks, I always paid for my coffee. I always bought something.
I'm
Just so
sure
they
they
couldn't-
still fucking hated your guts.
No, they didn't know what I was doing. It's not like they got cameras together.
How good do you think you were at cleaning up, though? How do we know we don't have some sort of Ghostbusters ectoplasm lining the toilets?
No, I have a good method.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, like right as the moment that the event happens, I angle and I point down, so it shoots right into the water.
Holy shit. You were able to point it at a fucking 180-degree angle?
Well, I already
Is your dick not long enough where it would just be hitting water then?
no. So I had to be
You're
careful.
just stroking your dick in toilet water?
No, I would like stand up and point down.
Oh, so you would angle your hips.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
I thought you were just sort of
Now you're tracking.
fucking a whole 180 degrees where it's just like a rudder in a boat.
Or if I wanted to be sexy with myself, I would just stand up and jerk off into the sink.
While
staring into the mirror.
I was gonna say while looking at yourself in the mirror, huffing and
Staring in the
puffing
mirror.
and blowing those houses down.
Yeah, so that's been my life. I'm glad we could. I was gonna start out asking if we were gonna share all this, but you just dove right in.
My life is potatoes and masturbating.
Masturbating in Starbucks. Maybe that's our episode title. Wait, no, we can't do that. They'll think it's actually a video of me masturbating in Starbucks.
His name is
No.
No. His address is 243.
Yeah, right. The Starbucks he goes to is.
No, that's the one I work at.
I'm just a sad masturbator. It's just a biological need. Can't be helped.
Yeah. I don't know why God would curse us like that.
Because there is no God.
Yeah.
Cuticles
So we
and-
hear from you every goddamn time. You're real
Cuticles
unique and
and the need-
original for having that opinion.
Cuticles and the need to masturbate approve.
Why I Masturbates, the sequel to Cuticles Gods Don't Exist. I think you'd be a little bit more of a rabble rouser, a troublemaker, an upstart if this was 1890. Then you'd be like,
for
wow,
sure.
that man is an atheist. He's like that rapscallion Charles Darwin.
9 reflections remain. Am I like in? Is this just a beat 'em up? I'm about to die, so I'll find out.
Back to Bastion. I think we're done with this.
Yep. Thanks everybody for joining us. We've been a couple of jerks.
Like and subscribe, all that spiel. But more importantly, I'm sorry we didn't talk at all about the game.
Yeah, we didn't even mention the narration, which is like the highlight of this game. Anyway, punch that like and subscribe button right in the nuts. Have a good day, folks.
Bye-bye.
I want my money back.